Hey everyone, it's Stacy. Before I say anything else, I just want to ask, have you taken a breath lately? Like really, an actual breath? Because somehow it is already the end of June. School has wrapped up. The days are longer than I can remember. They're hotter than I can remember. And summer, the one that we have been waiting for, the one that we've been promised would make everything feel different. It already feels like it's slipping through our fingers, and it's just started. I was recently at an event, a gathering of thought leaders doing something I find really meaningful, imagining America's next 250 years. We are right in the middle of celebrating our country's 250th anniversary. And the question on the table was, what do we want the next 250 years to look like? Who do we want to be when we grow up, if you will? Not long after that event, I was listening to a podcast with Dr. Vivek Murthy, former Surgeon General and one of the most important voices we have right now on human connection and loneliness. And his guest said something that stopped me cold. She said, joy cannot be planned. So if joy cannot be planned, and I actually believe that's true, then we have to stop trying to schedule it. We have to make room for it. We have to build spaces in our lives and in our work for joy to find us. And that means sometimes sitting with someone, even when you don't have an agenda, showing up for a neighbor, a colleague, or a stranger, not because it's on your calendar, but because you decided to leave a little space open for the unexpected. This is also the work 6 Degrees was built to do. We exist to activate connections, to bring people together in ways that change outcomes, especially for people who've been left out of opportunity or they're lacking capacity. And here's what I want to be honest with you about. That work requires capacity. It requires bandwidth. It requires that nonprofits and the people who power them aren't stretched so thin and depleted that they can't pause long enough to feel the joy in what they're doing, the joy all around them. If we're going to talk about the next 250 years for America, the nonprofit sector has to be in that conversation. And we need resources to show up at the table fully, not running on fumes. And speaking of showing up fully, I am so thrilled to share some news that we have been keeping secret. 6 Degrees was invited to Cannes Lions International Festival of Creativity this year. We were selected as the Young Cannes Lions nonprofit for 2026. We presented a creative brief to 31 extraordinary young creatives from 31 different countries, who then built a campaign on behalf of 6 Degrees. 31 countries breaking up into teams, sitting down together, working on one shared mission. If that isn't 6 Degrees in action, I do not know what is. And it was fun. And this is what happens when you build space for joy, for connection, for creativity. Something unexpected and beautiful can walk through the door. And we're so grateful for our partners that we met at Advertising Week that made this dream a reality. As we head into our 20th anniversary, we have a lot to share. And as you head into summer even more, whether you're chasing kids around, counting down to a vacation, or just trying to keep your head above water, I hope you'll give yourself permission to leave a little space open, not for more productivity, not for another meeting, just space to breathe, to sit with someone, to let something joyful actually find you. Thank you as always for being part of the 6 Degrees community. This work is possible because of you. I'll see you soon.